Haven't seen you around in a while.
I know. It's been so crazy with Graham moving back to Atlanta. 2 weeks and he's landed at Goldstein and Myers as an associate.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, but it's been hell on me at the office without him. Where is everybody?
Well, Davis is at baseball and Collier's out there somewhere taking his life in his own hands. He's giving Kelly driving lessons.
Oh, my. It's for you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's to celebrate.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been thinking that maybe I might want to put off taking that internship at the magazine till next year.
You're getting a case of the cold corporate feet.
Yeah, well, the real world's a scary place when you haven't been part of it in almost 20 years.
Oh, it hasn't changed that much.
The last time I had a real job, I still had nice legs and I was serving people burgers and fries on roller skates. I mean, I never used a cell phone or a pager. And what are those little electronic doohickeys that people put their phone numbers in? I still just use eyeliner on a paper napkin. You know, it's just been too long and now it's too late. Well?
Well, what?
Aren't you going to say something trying to make me feel better?
Okay, let me see. You'll be fine.
Promise.
I promise.
Oh, hey, that's Kel. Turn left, Kelly. Turn left or you're going to hit my car. Oh, my God. Oh, God. God, Renee, I'm so sorry. Kelly, are you all right? Are you okay?
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. Then my wild, beautiful bird, you will have flown. It ain't easy now. I'll be gone alone.
Thanks for giving me a ride. When I was 16, I thought the world owed me a driver's license and a car. Now I wonder how 16-year-olds see over the dashboard.
Well, it could have been worse. I would have had to wait till dinner to see you. What place are yours?
Depends on what part of me you're hungry for. Hello, Odessa. How long have you been there?
I'll see you later, okay?
Renee, it's your 11 o'clock. He's in there, but there's something not quite...
Yes, I know. Thank you, Odessa.
Are you the lawyer?
Yes, I'm your lawyer, Mr. Palmer. Renee Jackson.
Hello, Miss Renee Jackson.
As you know, the courts have appointed me as your public counsel to help you through this matter, to represent your interests. You still live at the Merchant Group home? Is that correct?
My home, yes, that is my home.
And I see you... Oh, you've already signed the consent form for the surgery. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's right. That's right. I wanted to have babies. I've always wanted to have babies, and my mama told me she loved her babies. But now they down there, they wanna to snip me. That's right. Ouch. So I can't have babies now, but someday is good too.
I'm sorry, Mr. Palmer. I'm a little confused. Do you mean that someday you may still want to have babies?
Oh yes, that's right. But not today, Miss Jackson. Not today. Someday, because babies are sweet, and babies are nice. My mama said that. And babies are God's own special spies. But someday is good too.
He's had what I call a change of heart. And yes, I do know he's mentally challenged, but he has a right to change his mind.
With an IQ of 60 and the emotional capacity of a 10-year-old, changing his mind is something he does 100 times a day.
Which is exactly why the courts have appointed me as his guardian ad litem, to guarantee that his constitutional rights are being protected. So, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly.
Is Mr. Palmer free to come and go as he wishes?
This isn't a prison, Miss Jackson. Christopher has a good life here.
How long has he been a ward of the state?
Since his parents died 10 years ago.
10 years. Why has the sterilization been ordered now?
Oh, it wasn't ordered. It was agreed upon. Specifically, a year ago, we became a co-ed facility, and Christopher had sexual relations with one of the female residents.
Was it consensual?
Well, many of our residents are on the margin between being clearly competent and clearly not competent to consent to certain sexual activity. However, we do believe it was consensual.
A 38-year-old man having consensual sex is not legal grounds for sterilization. I'm sure you're aware of that.
We are. As I'm sure you're aware that permitting or failing to stop sexual activity in a state-run home would be actionable under civil law if pregnancy or injury results.
Alabama case law on this issue is stringent. Short of medical necessity, or unless I can be convinced that he truly does want this surgery, it's not going to happen.
Good day, Miss Jackson.
I talked to Renee, and she said I could help with the office to pay for the damage to her car. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine. Could you just help me for just a minute? I've got to get myself together before tomorrow morning.
Okay, Mom. Now, in my junior achievement class, they said, whenever you shake hands, look them right in the eye, like this.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Ooh, your lips. Think less 80s and more, Y2K.
Okay.
Oh, and it's really important that you say yes whenever they ask you if you can do something.
Yeah, like what if they asked me to do shorthand or something?
Sure, what?
Forget it.
Better yet, just nod like this. Like you understand. You can do it all.
Yeah. Like I can just figure it out later.
Exactly. Oh, finally your clothes. Sorry, Mom, but this dressed up thing.
What? Kelly, it's a job.
Casual, but smart, and fitted, but relaxed.
I don't know about this.
It's your life, Mom. Can't live it for you.
You give me a fright now, Elizabeth.
Don't stop, Mom. That dance song was real nice and fancy, too.
Well, thank you, dear. Mama, you have to hear this! Teresa, my goodness, what has gotten into you? The Beatles, Mama, the Beatles!
There was a near riot at the record store. I mean, those girls are acting like wild animals. We're lucky we got out of there with even one real record.
Oh, they're gonna be on the Ed Sullivan show, Mama, I'm gonna die!
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, Mama, they're so cute, they're so good, I just can't stand it!
Twisted by spinning a little Mr. Jumpy Checker.
See how low we can go. Oh, can we twist back up now? Yeah. How do I look, Elston?
You look good, Mary Elizabeth.
Doesn't this sound like Elvis Presley?
Actually, Elvis sounds more like him.
He does? Yep, Elsie says Elvis stole lots of songs from us.
It's just that most white folks never heard the songs until Elvis started singing. You see? Look at this. It's a concert where blacks and whites will be singing on the same stage. Shoot, I bet even Pat Boone will be singing some of our songs.
I'll take take these home and practice? Come one, come all.
It was the focal point in Hudson v. Hudson that every individual has the constitutionally protected right to marry and have children. I see no reason why this fundamental right should not apply to my client as well. Excuse me, Your Honor. Christopher, you have to sit down now.
That's all right, Counselor. Continue.
And finally, Your Honor, the Alabama State Court decision in Anonymous v. Anonymous, which states that while the guardian's duty includes the right to participate and advise, any decision regarding the reproductive anatomy of the individual belongs only to the person and not to the guardians.
Can I have babies now?
As his guardian ad litem, I request a temporary injunction on the sterilization until I believe we have clear and convincing evidence that my client's wishes are being met.
Preferring to err on the side of caution and case law, I will grant a temporary injunction and expect, Counselor, that you will prepare additional materials for my review.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, can I have babies?
We can go now.
But can I have babies now?
Not today.
But someday, Renee. Someday it's good, Renee. I love Renee. I can have babies. I can have babies. She fixed it so I can have babies.
Hi, I'm Mary Elizabeth Sims. Hi. 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 Ooh, hi.
But Dad, legally I can drive when I'm 16.
Well, I don't care if you're 116. As long as you live in my house, you'll get your driver's license when I say you will.
Fine.
Here are the keys. It's what you call simulated driving. Come on, start her up. Come on. Easy, not so much. Here's your steering wheel. Come on. Davis, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Ready, Dad?
Good. All right, now I want you to make a right turn, Kel. Come on. There you go. There's a pedestrian. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Come on.
I run over the little twerp in a simulated hit and run and boom, I'm out.
No, you don't. Come on back down here. You're okay.
I'm leaving now, okay? Just remember the food for the
whole week is in the refrigerator. It's been color-coded and...
And the key to the front door is
in the plastic rock. We know, Mom.
Don't you look nice?
Knock 'em dead, Mom.
All right.
Sarah, 1 and 5 on the first sheet and just 5 on the second sheet. And if you could crop it real close for me, I would appreciate that.
Hi, I'm Mary Elizabeth Sims. I'm looking for the...
Me. I'm Glenn. Your boss, I guess. You can just call me Glenn.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Glenn. I've been reading this magazine since I was a lot younger.
Yeah, we've been kicking some serious butt for a while now. Look, it's a good time for you to be here. We got a killer deadline tomorrow, so we could certainly use the help.
Really great. Is that Dick Baker, the gossip columnist?
Yes, and that glow, it's his ego. It follows him everywhere.
Well, I recognize him because of the little pictures, you know, at the top of the articles.
Yes, he looks a lot older in person, don't you think? Look, I don't have a desk for you, so you can just use your laptop on this corner here to do your writing. You do write with a laptop, don't you? Cool. Richard, Mary Elizabeth here can help you proof your column if you'd like, that is. He's a good writer, but he can't spell.
Oh.
Grab a red pen, rock and roll.
Dick?
Christopher, do you know where babies come from?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me?
Yes, I can. The babies rest inside the mama's tummy, till they get hungry, and then they come out.
Christopher, do you know how the baby gets made inside the mama? Does anyone help?
Oh, yes. Yes, someone does help. It's like baby Jesus. God puts babies with their mamas because babies are good. Am I right, Renee Jackson? Babies are good.
Yes, Christopher, babies are good.
Babies are good. My mama let me hold a baby once, and it was soft, and it smelled like a puffy cloud. And babies need someone to take care of them, and they cry. Babies cry, but if you hold them, and then you kiss them, and you hold them in your arms, then they stop. Do you like babies, Renee?
Well, it's been a long time since I've actually held one, but they do smell nice, don't they?
Yes, they smell just like a puffy cloud. Do you want babies, Renee?
Yes. Yes, I do want a baby, Christopher.
Hello?
Hi, we're in here.
Hi.
Renee wants a baby.
She does she? You must be Christopher.
Yes. And that's Renee Jackson.
I guess we never really ever actually talked about having children, have we?
No, I guess we haven't. So what do you think about having kids, I mean? Renee, what's wrong?
It's something I have to tell you.
What?
I had an abortion when I was 24. I was in law school at the time, and it was a decision that I had to make. Well, chose to make. So you see, I had the chance to have a child, and I didn't. Bill, I've been in love before. And the reason I know that we are so right together is because until now, I haven't met a man that I wanted to have a child with. And now that I have, I want another chance.
Renee, nothing would make me happier than to have children with you. But first, I want to get drunk on life with you, and then in a few years...
Bill, I may not have a few years.
Honey, I don't know what to say, except that one way or another, there will be children in our lives. We'll be raising my children together.
I know. And I know that I could love your children. But they'll never be our children.
White's on the right, color's on the left. That's it. Keep moving. You boys on that side over there.
Look at all the police. Yeah. Who'd have thought that they liked this kind of music, too? We better stay together right here.
Are we going to be doing a little rock and roll in here tonight? Yeah! We're going to be dancing with the rhythm. And you will be rocking and rolling with your baby tonight.
What's he talking about?
Well, let's get the music rolling. And his hit single, Chasing the Blues Away. chasing our blues away. I see the party has begun. Everybody's having so much fun, yeah. We'll stay.
Hey, look! There's Johnny. He's dancing with the colored girl. I mean, there's gonna be trouble. Look!
Let's show that's what the rhythm's all about. Get your hands up, let your hands. This show is over. It is a public hazard and is being shut down. Hey, you break some rules.
Come on, you guys, we gotta get out of here. Right here, don't move! Hey, man, stop! Let him go! Hey, leave him alone! Let him go! Whoa! She's over there with my sister, Mary Elizabeth, and we gotta get him home, okay? Come on!
Mary Elizabeth,
Yes, sir?
you hip to desktop publishing for PowerPoint Windows 98?
Power Windows 98 Publishing? Yeah.
Cool. I need you to reposition and size the 24 pages of color graphics for tomorrow morning's staff meeting.
Great, fine.
In case you need a little refresher course, check out these. Yo. Yeah, she's right here. You got a call.
I do?
Yeah, you can take it to my office.
Oh, I can?
Mm-hmm. I need coffee.
Thank you. Mary Elizabeth Sims here.
Listen to you. How's your first day going?
Well, I could take a lifetime of feeling like I do today. Hey, listen. Do you know anything about desktop publishing?
Yeah, right. How are your coworkers?
So young, I thought after lunch today I was going to have to burp them. I cannot believe I waited 20 years to do this. I have wasted so much time.
We both have. Maybe it's time for me to stay home and babysit your kids and you go out to work.
Huh? Are you okay?
Not really. I had lunch with Bill. Oh, you should have heard him. I want to get drunk on life. And we will talk later.
I brought your babies, Renee. You said you wanted babies. Ooh. You see, Sheila looks like you.
Christopher, where did you get the baby?
It's yours. I found your babies, Renee.
Can I hold her? Christopher? I'd like to hold the baby. Chris? Oh, Chris, give me the baby, please. I'm trying to help you.
Babies are sweet. Babies are nice. Yeah, babies are God's babies.
Can I hold the pretty baby?
Her name is Toby. And she was all alone. And she was crying.
I bet you Toby's hungry. I'd like to feed my baby now, Christopher. Hand me my baby.
These are very special babies.
Odessa?
Yes, Renee?
Why don't you call Bill and tell him that we're coming over for a visit with Christopher and Toby.
She all right?
Yeah, she's fine. Bill, he did this because he thought I wanted him to. I said I wanted a baby, and he went out and he found me one. Oh, Bill, I've got to see him.
Well, honey, right now he's still being processed. There's nothing more you can do.
Oh, my God, my baby. Oh, she's all right.
Oh, my baby, she's all right.
Karen Robinson, this is Renee Jackson. Karen is the city attorney who's going to handle this.
Parents have already filed charges. There'll be a hearing in the morning.
Didn't you explain the circumstances to them?
Yes, I did.
But he doesn't even understand that what he did was wrong.
Jails are filled with suspects who don't understand what they've done is wrong. Look, I have sympathy for the guy. I also have sympathy for a woman who kills her abusive husband. But I'm still going to prosecute.
You see him from here, but you're going to have to wait to talk to him.
All right, don't step to your left. There, get his arm.
Let it go.
Jim, give me. Go.
Just I want
Step to your left here, Miss Bond.
Put him down. Let me go home. I just want to go
Hold
home.
on, please. Got it.
I want to go home.
Stand still.
When you hold me like that.
Just get an arm. Grab her, damn it. First one. I got it. Get, please. Put it down. Not making this easy, are you?
Let me go. I want to go. Let me go. Let me go.
Get him in there. Get in there.
Renee! Where are you going? I'm gonna take me out of here, Renee!
Renee, you don't understand.
Why do we have to walk home? Johnny had a car.
Because I don't need anything from any of them. That's why.
Well, M.E. and Johnny aren't just any of them, Elson.
Renee, if those white kids would just leave our music alone, nothing like this would have happened. Where's my Sam Cooke and Otis Redding records? They were here yesterday when you and M.E. were... Renee,
Kind of letting me borrow them.
those were my records.
I'll get them back tomorrow. Sorry, Elson.
Sorry, Dad.
No child of mine is going to be listening to colored music in my house.
What are you doing? What in the devil are you screaming about now?
Sam Cooke, Otis Red. This is that colored sex music I've been hearing so much about.
Oh, Dad!
In my house, the only music we listen to is white music.
Dad! Why don't you break all the records? It's not gonna do you any good. You can't stop this. Or you can try, you and the police. But it's too late. All these records, Renee's.
They're Elston's. She kind of let me borrow 'em.
Well, I guess he ain't gonna be too happy about this, is he?
Have you ever defended a retarded client before? Are you surprised I used that word?
Yes, actually, I am.
It's how the rest of the world and the courts think of him, so use it. It evokes more sympathy than mentally challenged.
I'm so sorry about what's happened to Christopher. I didn't understand. I didn't see.
That he needed a friend, a family, someone who cares about him the way you do now.
Just yesterday, I argued in front of Judge Miller that Christopher was competent enough to father a child. Now I have to prove that he was so incompetent he didn't know that taking someone else's baby was wrong.
And if you can't, Christopher will go to prison, and the solitude of that will kill him. But we are not going to let that happen. So stop beating yourself up about it, and let's get back to work.
I'm home. Where is everybody?
Dad's out in the garage teaching Kelly the difference between a gas pedal and brake. I got homework.
Have homework. I hope it isn't English.
Hi, Mom. I made pot roast. It's Kalia's favorite.
Oh, I get it. All right. Let's just get this right out of the way, okay?
What on earth are you talking about, Mary Elizabeth?
Look, I know you were always home with us when we were kids, and I know that all you ever wanted to be was a mother and a wife.
You didn't know my dream was to be a ballerina.
No, I didn't.
Balanchine himself saw me dance once. I was known for my arabesque.
I do remember that. Would you do one for me, please?
Well, not. It's been years.
Please. Please. And 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful dreamer.
Wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee. Sounds of the world heard in the day, lulled by the moonlight, have all passed away.
That was beautiful, Grandma.
Go get started on your dream, honey.
I've got to design a whole magazine or something by tomorrow. Do you know anything about Power Windows or desktop publishing?
Enough to know that it's gonna be a long night, so we better get started.
Christopher, I brought you some things. Here's a big, big cookie for Christopher. And Miss Jones gave me this for you. It's Toby. And here's a book. I bought you a book, Christopher. It's called My Day at the Zoo. I could read it to you if you like. There are days like every day when I wish I was still watching the bears bearing and the lions lioning. But today is not every day. It's a special day filled with chirps, growls, and roars.
What time did you and Kelly finally get to bed last night, Shug?
Oh, somewhere after the 3-color graphic design of the blimp, but before the flow chart on sales and promotion. I finished that this morning.
Well done. Hey, you can be late if you don't get upstairs and finish getting dressed.
I am dressed. For your information, this is exactly what people are wearing out there in the real world nowadays.
Oh.
And 5. Mary Elizabeth.
I think these charts and things are...
Wicked. Some nice work here.
That desktop publishing is just amazing.
Yeah. Listen, here's a 20. You think you could jet down the block, pick up some coffee and donuts for everybody? All right?
Yeah. Yeah. Donuts, I'm an expert at that already.
And FYI, Tuesday staff meeting, dress accordingly, you know?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One more thing. When you get back, clear off that desk up there. It's yours.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, people. Deadline time. What do you got?
The fact that Mr. Palmer is mentally challenged is not in dispute, Your Honor. His history and medical evidence speak for themselves. But the standard in this competency hearing pursuant to Rule 11.1 is that Mr. Palmer is competent to stand trial if he has a reasonable degree of understanding of the facts in the legal proceedings against him. So, should Mr. Palmer stand trial? Well, he was competent enough to take the correctly numbered bus, go to the park, wait for the baby's mother to be distracted, and then quietly take the baby. And where did he go? Did he get lost in such a big city? No. He was competent enough to go across town to Ms. Jackson's law office. And why there? Because according to court documents, she was his guardian ad litem, arguing only yesterday in front of this very court that Mr. Palmer was capable of understanding and articulating his constitutional right to father a child. So if he was competent 24 hours ago, what has changed since, Your Honor?
The right to father a child is not the issue in this case, for it is a constitutional right. But here, Your Honor, the ability to understand the crime, that is the very essence of what makes one a criminal and what makes one incompetent of being a criminal. My client isn't charged with taking a baby, holding a baby, cuddling a baby. He's charged with kidnapping in the second degree.
My mama said...
A charge which requires intent.
The babies
intent
are good,
that my client is simply incapable
she said
of
the babies
forming.
Are good. As good as God, she said.
You have to sit down.
Babies.
It's all right, counsel.
But, Your Honor...
And they,
Let him
they
speak,
cry.
counsel.
My mama said that babies cry when they need someone to love them. But they always smell just like a puffy cloud. And they're soft, just like cotton candy. And when special babies cry, then we have to hold them. And we have to rock them back and forth. And back and forth. And so that God can help the baby and make him happy again. And I was trying to make the baby happy again. And it's just like my mama told me that.
What are you doing here, Amy?
Hey. Hey. I heard my little sister borrowed some of your records.
I heard the same thing.
Well, they all got broken in an accident at my house. I couldn't find all the exact songs, so I just bought some of my favorites. Sam Cooke, Otis, Chuck Berry, and this new group called the Beatles. I think you might like their sound.
I'll take a listen to these and let you know what I think.
All right. See you around.
Yeah, I'll see you around.
Come on, Squirt.
Oh my God! The Beatles are almost done!
Calm down, child.
I can't!
This is ridiculous. She's gonna hurt herself, Catherine. I'm turning this thing off.
No! Mama, stop it, please. It's not fair. It's the Beatles.
Matt. Mama, he said we can listen to white music in this house, right? And these Beatles, they're white, aren't they?
That is what you said, dear.
This country is going to hell in a handbasket.
Now, Ed Sullivan and his special guest, the Beat.
No! No, it can't be! Mama! No! I'm going to Joanne's!
Well, now we can hear some real music and show these two kids how we used to dance to it.
Well, honey, first, May Elizabeth and I would like to show you something. Johnny, put on the music.
Okay. Come on, Daddy. Do the twist. Anybody can do the twist. Even you.
Yeah, Dad. Should you put out your cigarette?
We'll be ready to leave in just a few minutes, Renee.
Thank you.
What about buses? Renee, can I go ride the buses at my new house?
No, Christopher, you have to stay inside your new house.
But it's not jail. I'm not at jail.
Of course not. It's just a new home where they can be with you all day.
Are there windows?
Yeah. And grass. And new friends.
And babies. I want new babies.
No. I'm sorry, Christopher, but no babies.
But someday.
No. Christopher can't have babies. Not someday, not any day. Christopher, what you did was wrong. Can you understand that? You could have hurt that little baby, and I know how much you love little babies, and you would never, ever want to do that. Right?
We're ready now, Christopher.
Christopher loves Renee Jackson.
And Renee Jackson loves Christopher. Finally meet the right man, and now that I have, it's probably too late to have children with him.
Well, are you sure you really want to be running around a soccer practice at the age of...
Hey, that's it. That's enough. Thank you.
Why not just adopt a 10-year-old, huh? Or, better yet, Kelly feels so bad about your car, why not just take her?
You see, you can laugh about it because you already have everything I want.
Me? Since when?
A new briefcase, a new desk, and a family. You have it all.
Well, it helps if you can meet your husband when you're 10. That way you got plenty of time to screw up and then make it right later.
I always wanted kids, you remember. And my work, my life, just lost sight of it somehow. It wasn't a priority. And now, I love Bill so much. I don't want to blame him because he wants me to wait for something that he already has.
But what he's got is you. And you've definitely got him. And whether you have kids or not, nobody can know that. But between the two of you, you already have the most important ingredients in a good family. Renee.
What?
You'll be fine.
You promise?
I promise.